talk more about this secret. It's not so much a secret. It's just that most people don't know about it. That can actually boost the immune system within about 4,000% or more within 20 hours of taking it. So, Matt Falstanding, tell me a little bit more about this. What is it called, and how did you find out about it?
Well, it's called Shiaqga. A few hundred years ago, a few hundred years ago, there was the Native American tribes living around the Columbia River Basin there, and they were using it every single day. It was basically they'd take a part of this mushroom and throw it in their cooking pot and eat it. And the whole reason why is because their ancestors passed down this knowledge to them that it's assisted in keeping them healthy and well. And what happened is, because of the white man coming in and taking over and relocating the natives from off their tribal hunting grounds and all this, and then the school systems taking their children and shipping them off to be re-educated, civilized, and then turning around. And the real killer was back in 1978 when the government gave the Native Americans free medical. What happened is the traditional native healer, the medicine man or medicine woman there, the people stopped coming to them because, when they'd come to get healed with the herbs, they'd have to go in and give a gift or something, financial support because that was the medicine man's job there. And then they said, I've got a headache. Why go and get an herb for that? Why can't I just go down and get a free drug? And because all those combinations of a lot of things, it literally took hundreds of thousands of Native Americans that were using it every single day to practically, the medicine man and naturopathic doctor that brought it to me and was telling me about it, when he found out about it, there was probably 5 people in the world that knew about it. These very traditional healers that started using it. And so it was almost completely lost. And he brought it to me and I said, can I get it out there? Can I share it with the world? And he says, yes, please do.
Wow, that's special. That's such an honor that you have, right? So tell me, I know you said you want to share it with the world. Tell me a little bit more about your intent with sharing. Why do you have the heart to want to share it with the world?
Well, it comes down to this. People are dying left and right or suffering some chronic health conditions and a lot of things just because they don't understand or don't know. It says, the Bible, people perish from lack of knowledge. And our education over the last 100+ years has shifted from, preventing illness to then treating symptoms. And a lot of these things don't need to happen, don't need to suffer. This one woman, she called me up and she says, hey, look, I've been having this health condition, fibromyalgia, for the past 8 years. I've tried everything the doctor has given me. It's just keep getting worse and worse and worse. And I says, oh, you want to do some things to fix it in 3 weeks? And she says, yeah. So I just said, here, do this, do this, do this. She called me back 3 weeks. My fibromyalgia is gone. It's and it's so simple and easy, right there. And there's all these things, people are all freaked out about cancer. Everybody on the planet has cancer. It's not a big deal. It only becomes a big deal when your body can't handle it. It's growing quicker than your body can handle it. So simply what you do is you get your body up there where it can go out and eliminate the cancer. You're a healthy human being. Your body is killing 10,000 plus cancer cells a day. It's perfectly fine. You're fine.
So would you say that that it going out and killing the cancer cells in a way is that what you consider a modulated immune system would do in a perfect way?
Oh, yes. The part of the immune system, there's the whole white blood cells and parts of the immune system. There's many different parts of it, but what it is the T cells. The T cells, actually they call them T cells because they originate from the thymus. The thymus is where it produces, and those are the cells that actually target viruses and they target cancers, there. But what they do is they just float around, and I'm happy, and I just float around, and I'm just floating around, and they don't really do anything unless a cancer cell or virus bumps into them. And then they start recognizing, which is, it's a big place out there. So really the part of it that the immune system that's modulated, it's the neutrophils. The neutrophils, what they do is they come from the bone marrow, and they just come out and they flood the body. And they go out and they start grabbing pieces of cancer or viruses, and they bring them and they travel to the T cells and give them this information. The T cells say, thank you, let's start producing the antibodies, or let's start producing the chemicals necessary to go and kill the cancers and stuff. And so the modulated immune system is having your body literally produce millions, billions, trillions of these cells in a short period of time, so they're just out there searching and looking for problems and issues there.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm learning so much. Aren't you all learning a lot? I know you are. So tell me, where can people actually go to learn more about Shiaqga? I know you have so much research, you're so knowledgeable. Where can they actually go to read more about that research that you've done, and then also try it for themselves?
Oh, yes, click on your button link that you have there, right there, wherever it's at. But the website is Shiaqga.com, and it has lots of research, lots of information, interviews, pages of good stuff on there. But it's simply what it does is it just goes out and assists people to understand that they can take care of their own health. And our bodies grew into what we are now. People say, I've got a disease that's incurable. I've had, a veterinarian says, I've cured 2 incurable dog diseases. I've done this. It's all about activating your body's own ability to heal itself. Your body has the ability to heal, so why don't you turn that on and get it to go heal itself?
Beautiful. So I see we have these 2 bottles here. We have the original formula and super concentrate. So tell me, what's the difference between the 2? Like, who would take what?
Yeah, the original is kind of, I'm in good health. I want to stay in good health. So you just take that. It's a 30-day supply there, and you take a little bit every single day, 3-dropper squirts a day, and that will just start keeping your immune system modulated. Now, let me just go into why you really want a modulated immune system. Not only is it just because it goes out there and kills viruses and cancer cells and bacteria and all this, but the key is when your immune system is at the modulated state where it's done, it's gathering pollution out and destroying it and eliminating all this, and it's like, what am I doing? It's twiddling its thumbs, I'm not sure what I'm doing. What it does from there is it then flips over and starts stem cell production, the adult stem cells, and that's the main key of why you want a modulated immune system, because the stem cells is the fountain of youth. It's going to go in and regenerate your body, regenerate your heart, your lung, your kidneys, your pancreas, all that, and it's going to work its way from the inside out until you look younger. For an example, I've had people who went on Shiaqga because they were on dialysis, low kidney function. They start going on the Shiaqga, get the modulated immune system up, the stem cells get activated, their kidneys regenerate, they're no longer on dialysis. Wow. Something that the doctors say is impossible, to do. You can't come off dialysis. Well, why don't you use stem cells to grow your kidney back so it's healthy and fine. Same with diabetics. Pancreas not working, get the stem cells, regenerate the pancreas, no longer diabetic.
Well,
yeah. So this is just, you're already in good health, you want to stay that way and keep it going. Plus there's other factors of, let's say there's a major biological event, some virus gets released or stuff. Having the modulated immune system, it's going to catch that, kill it off, and do it. I mean, we've done some interesting research and things, bird flu and other things. Wonderful stuff.
Wow.
There. Now the super concentrate, this one is 3 times what that one is. It's literally therapeutically, it's 3 times that. And that would be for people with more chronic conditions. People that need that extra amount of the Shiaqga to jumpstart and get them going. You know, so if you have a more chronic health condition, do that until your health condition's all better and you feel better and you're all great, and then you can go back and do less or do the small bottle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I go off and I talk about it so much, but people, you know, people say, you know, how long do you want to be on it? Well, how healthy of a lifestyle do you want to have? You know, you want to be 90 years old, 100 years old, and out there running the marathon? Having a modulated immune system is really just all about the immune system being up and functioning at a high level, that it starts attacking viruses, bacteria, pollution, and eliminating it. But the key is after that happens, it starts activating the adult stem cell production. And the stem cell production is all about going around your body and healing your body from different conditions. Whether it's a blister on your toe or stage 4 colon cancer, your body's going to go and find the problem and start fixing the problem. So, like for example, we had a woman that was on dialysis, actually several different people on dialysis. They start taking the Shiaqga. The Shiaqga modulates the immune system. Their stem cells start going, getting produced out there. And then the stem cells go to the kidneys and see, wow, your kidneys aren't working very well. Let's go and rebuild your kidney. And rebuilding their kidney, now they don't have to go on dialysis. You know, something the doctor said is impossible to get off of. We've had many a person, because their kidney function keeps increasing, they go off dialysis. You know, the body has its ability to heal itself. And so it all depends, you know, how healthy do you want to be? You know, you go out in there and eat as much good, healthy food. That's great and wonderful. But keeping the stem cells activated, that's the fountain of youth inside your body. You know, you want to be 80, 90, 100 years old out there running the marathon, or do you want to be the 80, 90-year-old in the wheelchair? The difference is the stem cells. Stem cells regenerate the body. Keep it going.
Well, I want to be the one in the marathon. So tell me a little bit about, and I want to taste this too, because, you know, most people think healthy things are disgusting. But I want to taste this. But first, tell me a little bit about the ingredients in here. I know we have Shiaqga, but what else is in here, and how do they all work together?
Yes, the 2 formulas, the super concentrate and the original formula, they're all the same ingredients. They're just a little bit differently put together. 90% of it, right around a little bit over 90%, is the Shiaqga mushroom extract. What we do from there is we get it and then we super concentrate it down. So this bottle here, the original formula is a 12 times extract, meaning we get 12 gallons of the Shiaqga tea and we reduce it down to 1 gallon. Now in the super concentrate here, it's 20 gallons to 1. So it's a 20 times extract. But from there, that's 90%. The other 10% is some good therapeutic oils. The most of that is black cumin, and black cumin is considered to be the overall healer. You know, there's a quote out there that's saying black cumin cures every illness except for death, and it's very popular over in the Middle East just because it does. There's a wonderful book out there by 2 Egyptian doctors. You can buy it on Amazon for $5 or $10, but it's Black Cumin, the Magical Egyptian Herb. And they go through, you know, hey, if you have allergies, this is how much you take. You've got diabetes, take this, or you have, you know, the best quote is on page 23. I remember that quote. It said, you know, they were saying, if you've got cancer, use black cumin because, you know, the quote was, if I remember it correctly, black cumin proved to be more effective than chemotherapy and radiation treatments without the serious side effects. You know, nice little quote to have by 2 doctors going out black cumin, and it's great. It assists the immune system, assists lots of other things. Like one of the things in the book, it says that doing the black cumin eliminates 80% of all known allergies right there. Very, very wonderful thing to have. And we put it in there with the Shiaqga just to synergize with it. People don't quite understand what synergy means, but it's a combination that is greater than the sum of its parts. A 2x4, will hold, get a 2-foot high 2x4 will hold 2,000 pounds or before it collapses. Well, two 2x4s, you say, well, you put them together and it'll hold 4,000 pounds. Well, it actually holds a lot more, 6,000 plus pounds before it collapses. So the two different sums put together is better than the whole. And so putting that with the Shiaqga really assists in activating and creating a better formula. And then we come down to what else it has in it. It has lemon essential oil. Lots of wonderful research out there on dealing with cancers, but it's really about, we put it in there to preserve it, but also a detoxifier. It helps eliminate the toxins, remove them out of the body. We have cinnamon in it, cinnamon, blood sugar balancing, cinnamon, and then peppermint in there. Peppermint, we like the peppermint in there. It really kind of stimulates, gets the body circulating and stimulating more that way. But the cinnamon and peppermint are the good tasting ones, because let me kind of tell you this. When my wife, I gave her the first Shiaqga. I said, here, try this. Tell me how you like it. And she's like, wow, that's the worst stuff I've ever had. Because the Shiaqga is not nice tasting, especially at the super concentrated forms. And so cinnamon, very nice, wonderful tasting. Peppermint, nice. People use it all the time, so we put that in there. And then one thing, in this one, the last ingredient is frankincense. And it's not just the regular therapeutic frankincense that a lot of the companies will go out there and sell. This is the advanced technology extracted frankincense. It's actually the best therapeutic frankincense in the world that we have today. It's quite a bit more expensive than just, a frankincense from one of the therapeutic oil companies there. And that wonderful, wonderful things for building the immune system, attacking cancers, brain function. People says, wow, I was depressed and I just took one squirt of your Shiaqga and all of a sudden this brain cloud lifted. And they go, why did that happen? Well, frankincense contains chemicals that go between the blood-brain barrier there to assist the diseases of the mind and assist oxygenating and assist things like that. So this one has a little bit of frankincense in it. The super concentrate has 10 times more frankincense than that one. So that one's the last ingredient on frankincense, and this one's actually the third ingredient there, the super frankincense. But it's the organic, wild crafted, all natural ingredients. We don't put any emulsifiers or any fillers or any of that. So if you look, the oil, the essential oils will float on top, and so you just have to shake it up, and then, starting out, just because you don't know the taste, you might just want to take a drop or squirt and put it in your water. But me, I like the taste. I just put it right in my mouth. It's this one, because of the more frankincense, has a more
That's good. It tastes really good.
It is. It's that cinnamony, pepperminty. Oh, a nice flavor.
Let me go ahead and get the other two, too.
And you could just put it right in your mouth, or mix it with water. People say, is it safe for pregnant mothers or newborns? Yes. Your body treats it like a food. So we've had pregnant mothers use it all throughout the pregnancy. Babies with compromised immune systems, get born, mix it in with their formula or in some water there, do it. It feeds the immune system, modulates the immune system, all of that. Your body treats it as a food right there.
Wow.
So as long as you're allowed to eat, you're allowed to take the Shiaqga.
Wow, that's amazing.
And yeah, you can mix it with food or water, anything, how to get it down. My 2-year-old, I saw that he was getting a little bit sick, so I just put some in his applesauce, squirted in there, fed it to him, and he was like, oh, this is nice. He enjoyed it, and he wasn't sick, where the neighbor's child who gave him the illness in the first place was sick for 2 weeks.
Wow. Wow. Well, you know what? I want to thank you so much for sitting down and discussing all of this with me. I definitely learned a lot. I'm sure that you did too. So if you are interested in learning more about Shiaqga, or even purchasing your own bottle, go ahead and click the button below. It'll take you to the Shiaqga.com, the website, where you can learn more. There's a lot of research on there. There's a lot of testimonials, and you can purchase your very own bottle as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so
thank
much.
You. Yeah, there's so much about it. You know, I didn't even go into the parasite issues and stuff, and eliminating parasites and all this other stuff. But learn more, lots of information.
Wow. See how much information that you look forward to by going to the site. So go ahead, check it out. Get your very own bottle as well. Also, if you have any questions that you would like Manfound Standing to ask, be sure to look out from emails from us, and you can reply to those emails and send in your questions. And if you're okay with it, I'd love to come back and then take some of those viewers' questions and ask you and give you all another video.
Love to. You know, most people probably a big question is, how long is it going to take? And you know, that all depends on the person and how sick. I personally say, find the sickest person you know and give it to them, because bam, you know, they immediately start noticing better results. Funny story, there was a clinic down in the Caribbean that was using this and taking it, and I was taking calls, answering questions on the telephone there, and they said, this guy called in and he's like, I have to tell you my story. And I was like, oh, good, go ahead. And he's like, I've been on your product, I think it was 5 days. It might be 3 days. I've been on your product 5 days. I'm up walking around. I've been in a wheelchair for the last 3 years. And I said, wow, you know, what was your condition? And he was a long-term dialysis patient, getting ready to die. You know, the doctor's not doing it. And so he literally went on the product. And this was just the regular dosage there. This was before we had the super concentrate, but he was doubling up on that one. And he took it. 5 days, he started feeling better, up walking around, and then he continued on it, and he was one of the people that says, I'm off my dialysis now, you know, there.
Wow.
Wonderful to hear, but yeah, how long does it take? Some people notice it right away. Other people, we kind of tell people, consider the first month as your cleaning out month. You're getting your body prepared. And then usually the second, third, fourth months, people just notice black and white changes. You know, it's like,
wow.
not getting in trouble, yeah, but miracles happen there.